Imagine a modern farm that independently generates its own resources, operating with virtually no expensive external input costs. For most farmers, the heavy financial burden comes from the constant need for supplies, specifically industrial animal feed and synthetic fertilizers. A closed-loop ecosystem solves this by connecting biological processes. In these systems, the waste output from one organism becomes the essential food input for another, creating a continuous cycle of nutrients. Farmers are refining these interconnected methods across diverse environments, from rural Asian ponds to Arabian deserts and the rooftops of major cities. Mastering this biological loop allows a farm to function as its own supplier, slashing overhead and significantly increasing the net profit from every harvest. Throughout Southeast Asia, farmers maximize their land by raising ducks directly on top of active fish ponds. As ducks float on the surface, they excrete nutrient-dense manure into the water, sparking a rapid bloom of algae. The fish below feed on this algae. By constantly foraging, they clean the water and prevent the duck waste from turning into toxic pollution. To feed the ducks without buying commercial grain, farmers introduce another link in the loop. They compost cow manure and use it as the primary substrate to farm earthworms. Earthworms contain up to 70% protein. When used as daily feed, this natural diet accelerates the duck's growth and increases the production of high-quality eggs. After the rice harvest, these ducks are released into the open fields to forage for weeds, snails, and pests, effectively prepping the soil for the next planting cycle. By replacing commercial feed with these waste loops, farmers cut costs by 30%. With multiple annual harvests of both poultry and fish, the integrated model can double the total income from a single farm plot. These principles of efficiency are also being applied in the Arabian Desert, an environment defined by extreme resource scarcity. At the Al Biata Center, specialized breeding programs focus on the houbara bustard, a bird species that plays a vital role in the desert ecosystem. Once released into the wild, the houbara bustards hunt the worms and desert rodents that can devastate local agricultural crops. The bird's survival is also linked to the region's cultural heritage. For over 4,000 years, Arabian falconry has relied on the houbara bustard as the primary natural prey for hunting falcons. Because rare hunting falcons command high market prices, the revenue from the falconry industry provides the essential funding for the conservation and breeding centers that keep the houbara population stable. This creates an economic loop where ancient cultural traditions fund the precise conservation efforts needed to maintain the desert's biological balance. In Western cities where land is at a premium, agriculture has moved vertical, utilizing the empty rooftops of high-rise buildings. These urban farms harvest rainwater in tanks and use worm castings to create lightweight, nutrient-rich soil that doesn't place excessive weight on the building's structure. The farm acts as insulation. By absorbing solar radiation, the plants prevent the roof from overheating, naturally cooling the building below. The supply chain travels only a few floors. Organic vegetables are harvested and delivered directly to restaurants located within the same building. Rooftop agriculture turns wasted concrete space into a producer of fresh food, integrating the biological needs of a farm into the physical footprint of a city. Whether in a Southeast Asian pond, a desert research center, or a city skyscraper, successful modern farming relies on these interconnected loops. These systems demonstrate that agricultural efficiency reaches its peak when it replicates the self-sustaining cycles found in nature. In a closed-loop system, the concept of waste is eliminated, as every byproduct is immediately recycled into the next stage of production. Aligning a farm with these natural rhythms is the most effective way to eliminate overhead costs and ensure long-term profitability. Could these zero-waste principles change how food is grown in your community? Let us know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.